Um, I wasn't gonna talk about this. Seen it yesterday. Revenant reposted this. I'm like, one thing came to mind when I saw it was the fact that they never learn. That's what I thought to myself. They never learn. Whether it's in video games, movies, TV shows, they never fucking learn. That this shit never flies. These motherfuckers that's behind this fucking movie that's coming out, don't they know what happened to the Velma movie? When they race swapped her to make it an Indian or some shit? You see how that movie flopped, that fucking Velma shit? Like, what the fuck? You guys are really fucking on suicide. It's like they want to make shit to fail. Let's see how hard this is gonna bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't understand these people, man. What are they doing? What the fuck are they doing? So Kevin Sorbo says, how interesting for an account called Discussing Film to turn off their replies. Yeah, that I noticed that too last night. I said, wow, the replies are off. What the fuck? Jeez. They know what's coming. Then again, what's left to discuss about this other than race swapping Betty Boop is an awful and idiotic idea. Who's next? Popeye? Yeah. You just gave my idea. They're going to do Popeye next. Bluto's going to be black. Yeah, but they're not doing this to... They're not doing this to the black characters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They're only doing this to the white characters and shit. Like, what type of movie is this going to be? Betty Boop was originally done to please adult men. Believe it or not. Adult men went to theaters and watched her. This was the fan service back in the day for adult men. And later over time, it was... Betty Boop was featured on kid shows. Boop, boop, be doop, boop. I think she was in Space Jam, too. Michael Jordan's Space Jam. I ain't talking about the other one. The remake. Fuck that movie. I'm talking about the original Space Jam with Michael Jordan. I think she was in there. I think she had a little cameo up in there. And I think she was also in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, if I'm not mistaken. I love that fucking movie, by the way. But she wasn't like... She was just a side piece. Or side character. That's a side piece. She was a side character in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So yeah, man, we got this woman here. You know what I'm saying? She looks I gotta say, she looks much better than the bitch in the astronaut game. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't give a shit. It's an astronaut game that came out. Diversity City. You know, DI fucking up the ass in the entire game. The black female in the game, which I thought was a man, looks atrocious. Fucking atrocious. I think I said this in a live, so I'm going to say it again. I said my sister is a very pretty person. I mean, they would never use her face in the game. They'll cast her, but they won't use her face. How come the lady in the astronaut game couldn't look like this? I mean, she's not bad looking, in my opinion. But it's like, she would never look like this. She got to have a haircut, you know what I'm saying? You know how I go. Intergalactic, anybody? That's coming out that's around the corner, isn't it? By Naughty Dog. Ooh, looking forward to that game. You know, So, yeah, so we got this chick playing as Betty Boop. Fucking insane. And the fact they signed up for this shit is insane, too. So, the Black Little Mermaid, that shit flopped. This is gonna flop. Just like Velma, that flopped. Nobody wants to see this shit, man. What a way to reintroduce this classic character to the modern audience or the younger generation now. Like I said, what type of movie is this going to be? You know what I'm saying? She ain't going to be able to do no fucking lifting up, dress up and shit. Like I got on my thumbnail that I chose for this video here. You know, she ain't going to be no sexual things, you know. I said, that's fine and all. You know, it's a new generation, different times. I get it. We don't got to have a strutting butt naked and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like what we gonna have, agenda filled with buzzwords in there, like Black Lives Matter and shit and all that. What the fuck? What type of messages movies gonna convey? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that nobody's gonna watch and care about anyway. So this is from Disgusting Film. It's not like I'm saying disgusting. Might as well call it Disgusting Film. It's called Disgusting Film. Who blocked their comments. It says Quinta Brunson will star as Betty Boop in a new film. The film made in collaboration with the creator's grandson. This is what made me talk about it. Was this shit here. The creator's grandson is involved in this shit. It says, would follow the origin and evolution of Betty Boop through the POV or point of view of her creator, Max Fleischer. So this motherfucker's the grandson of the Betty Boop creator. Talk about disrespecting your grandfather character. Disrespect in the form that you race swapped her, made her black. That's a huge disrespect. I said this years ago. It's a disrespect to the original creator of that character. I don't give a fuck if they're already passed on. It doesn't make a difference. You still disrespected them by race swapping that character. And number two, it shows you what Hollywood thinks of black people, what they're worth. They're worth leftovers. That's why they do this shit. It's like the only people that's gonna accept this fucking race swap shit is people with low self-esteem because they gotta have a character that share their skin color on the screen and shit like that. Oh my god, oh, she looks like me. And all that type of shit. I'm gonna see if the replies are still off. I believe it is. Yep. Replies off. Who can reply? Only some accounts can reply. Let me see. Damn, I can't find those some accounts. I wanted to see the motherfuckers defend this shit. I wanted to respond to them. Damn. You don't have nobody replying to you. Not even people defending this shit are replying to them. Oh, I forgot. That's right. They can't because they got it blocked. That's what you do when you block comment sections on your YouTube channel. If you making a video and you're expressing a point or your opinion on something and you block the comment section, you actually are blocking those who defend you as well. So it's crazy to do that. So so let's see what comments Kevin Sorbo has. Nemilnika says, this person posted. Oh, that's Ellen Page. Was her name Elliot Page now? Damn, she fucked herself up, but I digress. It's probably Elliot Page here. Oh my God, this is so ugly. God, look at that. Ugh. Anyways, vodka posted a black Popeye and a white Olive. Olive gonna be black too. Yeah, Popeye's gonna be next. They're gonna make him black for sure. Why not, right? Grok agrees that she's Caucasian. What race would you say she is? Caucasian. See, Grok says Betty Boop is depicted as a Caucasian white woman. Light fair skin tone. Peach colored in classic style. Black curly bobbed hair with a distinctive 1920s, 30s look about her, right? Flapper look, yeah. See, Grok says she's white. Even AI knows she's white. Yep, he's showing that they blocked their comment section. That shows you how brave that they are. That if you block comment section, it shows you how brave that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do that shit, it's like don't be a bitch. Let that shit be open. You know what I'm saying? Like blocking comments is not gonna make you stronger mentally. You have to see that shit. And then if you want to block some comments that you get, okay, fine. But at least those that will defend you can make a comment. At least, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? Margie says, no one's watching the slop Hollywood is putting out. Nobody is, exactly. That guy says, this is the real inspiration for Betty Boop. Helen Kane, born 1904. Betty Boop, born 1930. Made Helen 26 years old at the time. Esther Lee Jones, born 1918, which would have made her 12 years old in 1930. It's called math. They were not kings. They didn't invent everything and show more. Oh wait, that's the site doing that. And they were not Betty Boop. They were not kings. Yeah, it's all type of inspirations. So Betty Boop was modeled off this woman here. Okay, this person has a comment here. Okay. Ashley says they even had casting calls for the best Helen Kane impersonator to voice Betty Boop. Okay. Some people will say all kinds of wrong things thinking they're right when the evidence is free to be searched. Yep. Boop, 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 boop. I can't stop doing that. Hedgie says, I look forward to Hollywood's extinction. They will be the next Detroit Save this post. Next Detroit, yeah. Crisis? Guess how you pronounce it. Says creator Max Fleischer. It's them again. Boo-hoo. Let me see what this is saying here. This is about the film. Quinta Brunson, the creator of the Abbott Elementary, is officially developing and starring in a major new live action hybrid Betty Boop movie. Oh, this movie's gonna be fucking trash. Partnering with Fleischer's Studios, the film explores Betty's 1930s origins through the eyes of her creator, Max Fleischer, as he navigates the industry's creative and commercial pressures. The high-profile project is a collaboration between Bronson's Fifth Chance Productions and Mark Fleischer, the grandson of Betty Boop's creator. It makes the iconic Flappers' first leading film role in nearly a century. Currently in the development phase, the film does not yet have a wide theatrical release date. Doesn't have a wide audience either. For a quick look at the history of the cartoon flapper icon before her big screen return. Oh, let me. Oh, I thought they were showing something else. Oh shit! Let me see what comments you got. Bill posted. Oh yeah, the original Betty Boop. I mean, who they modeled off her off of. Who was this 12-year-old that person mentioned? I don't understand who that 12-year-old is. I don't know why they mentioned her 12-year-old. I actually something went over my head. Wolf X says, as Jewish as he was still based. Yeah, this is the creator of Betty Boop here. Your grandson fucked you, bro. He fucked you good. Crazy, man. Clanker says it noticing time again. This person says Max Fletcher is dead. How come he endorsed this film? They asked him with a Ouija, a black medium, a black ghost. How? What? You can't do that if you're not with us anymore. Flying Fish says Betty Boop was white. The end. Yeah, man. It's an ad. Jim says, next up for Outstanding Casting Award is Tony Cox as Popeye, co-starred alongside Dylan Mulvaney as Olive Oil. Oh, God. Introducing the new Popeye. This is Steve Urkel. You're going to be skinny and shit. Chicken says, Betty Boop was originally a black woman. The cartoon co-opted her name and attitude. The rest is history. I'm against all cultural appropriation. It's simply not necessary. She was originally a black woman. Thanks for that lesson. Oh my God. Let's see what replies. I got Summer says, she was not. You're just spreading their lies. Whites did not like blacks in the 1930s. Please look up the lawsuit, and that's where the truth lies. She was originally redheaded with green eyes. That's not from a black person. The lawsuit proves that the black chick stole the persona from the cartoon character Betty Boop. Even PBS did a story on how the blacks got it wrong. Just like they do with everything else. They try to pass it off as their history. Yeah, this person is correct on this. Egypt was not built by blacks either. They have no history of their own, so they steal. Wow. So this is what she's this is what Summer is talking about here. This is the proof. See, this is her, the proof right here. She was revamped by King Features Syndicate. Her eyes were changed to light green and her hair to black. In the earliest depiction, Betty Boop had blue eyes and red hair. So you better watch what you say on somebody can debunk, somebody can refute the shit out your ass. Refute the shit out of you. That's why I was laughing, because I knew that wasn't true. That she was originally black. Bill says wrong. Oh, John wants some more, huh? John claims he's correct, right? Hold on, wait. Oh, the chicken whisperer. This is a chicken whisperer said. I thought chicken whisperer was. I thought John was on to start the post. John says incorrect. It's always been known that she was based on Helen Kane. When she sued over that, Fletcher used her own inspiration, a black girl, to make the point that if copying style was grounds to be sued, then she would easily be next on the block. Betty Boop is white. That is the bottom fucking line. It didn't matter. Let's say it's true that, which I can't find no irrefutable. I can't find no evidence to prove it. Let's say it's true that she was originally black. When she got on the silver screen, she wasn't black. So it doesn't make a fucking difference. She was originally Chinese in the concept phase. It doesn't make a difference because that is not what made the final cut. So Betty Boop is white. End of story. Observer says you're spreading nigger. Usually I'm comfortable saying this word, but I'm not comfortable saying it ER. There's a difference between nigga and I can't. I'm surprised X didn't delete this comment and penalize this person for using the word like this. I'm surprised. Anyways, you're spreading We Was Kang's propaganda and misinformation. This has to be a non-black person that's because blacks don't write the word like that. They just don't. I don't even do it unless I'm making fun of racist white folks. That's the only time when I use it, that term, like with the ER. But it's all in all, it's I'm surprised I saw this. And it hasn't been deleted. I'm surprised. You know how X is, because they made a big deal after somebody was killed by fucking with ICE, by the way. She was killed by ICE. Somebody posted that she deserved to get killed because she did everything. She did everything that led up to her getting killed by ICE. And X had found issue with that. So they ended up fucking banning him from X because he used the word deserved. But here's this guy here using the N-word with the ER at the end. It's like nothing's happened to his account. I hope something happens to his account. Cause that's crazy. Cause if you can't say deserve, somebody deserved to die on there, you shouldn't be able to use that word either. Not like that. I wouldn't even put nigga in the post on X. It's crazy, man. It says, "Why are you black?" Probe it. Prove it. Learn to type. Half Shell says, dig a little deeper. She started off as a canine, so she's species incorrect as well. People are fucking stupid. This guy has a MAGA hat on. Trump 2024. I think he's trolling. That's what I think. Treason says, can we get Michael B. Jordan as Tarzan? Yeah, they can get him as Tarzan. Steve-O says, if people haven't figured out yet that this is a purposeful strategy to rewrite and attack cinematic and real history, they need to wake up. This isn't a creative choice. I know. Those of us that are smart know it's not. Barometer says, I heard Morgan Freeman is soon going to star in a movie about Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, why not? Why not? Since you want to do fictional characters like that, why not do his story? Oh, they already did that. My bad. Helen of Troy, I think her name was. They made her black. Wasn't it Helen of Troy? Something like that. Helen of Troy. What was it called? I think they made that she was white. They made her black or some shit. Oh, they did Cleopatra. They made her black when it's proven otherwise that she wasn't black. Cleopatra. They made a fucking Netflix series about Cleopatra and shit. Fucking ridiculous. That's what they think blacks are good for, is leftovers, man. They don't want to make an original character that happens to be black and shit. They don't think you're worth that effort. You know, they just don't. KMG says, regardless of her skin color, she doesn't look Betty Boopish. Betty was sexy. There are way sexier women of color than this woman. What a weird choice. I never said she looked sexy. I said she's pretty looking. She's not. Like I said, I've seen worse looking black women, especially in video games, that looks like fucking monsters, man. And like I said, she looks decent. As far as could she be Betty Boop? Hell no. She don't got the right tone for it. She ain't got the right tone. It's like, what the fuck, man? Dr. Vox, I think it's Vox. Anyways, he says they fear our chocolate queen. They fear our chocolate queen. He says, I'm finna step up and give my full endorsement to our millenniated queen, Shouty Boop. Y'all whites be thrusting at her. Don't lie. Shouty Boop. Gotta be a fucking joke. A fucking joke, man. Oh my God. Thomas says, be original. Create your own sexy cartoon characters. Why would you want to copy? That's all they got. But what do they say? Whites stealing from us. They stole from us, the white people, man. But they doing the same thing in fucking Hollywood. And guess who's forerunning that shit? Non-black people are doing it. And they accept that shit. It's either white or Jews that's ahead of making all these fucking decisions and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? Ain't no black person that's in power or have power to race swap. They're not doing that shit because they don't got that fucking power. It's normally white folks that are doing this shit. So what does that fucking tell you? It's crazy as fuck, man. I don't think not a single black person decided to race swap a white character, make them black, just to appease the colors. I don't think that's ever happened. They always a white or Jewish. Tamaki says, you call that sexy? Bruh, there's nothing sexy about ghetto. It depends. I seen a big booty ghetto bitch at the bus stop earlier today. I was like, damn, she got an ass. You know she was ghetto. So Danny says, ghetto much? Bren says, no, not at all. I think it's personally trolling. You gotta be. This person's a joke. I can't take him seriously. Skeeter says they need to make a Martin Luther King movie starring a white guy. It's the only way to show these people how absurd this nonsense is. I hope they do it. They should rebrand Black Panther, make him White Panther, make him a white dude from fucking the Caucasus Mountains. Like there's a country in the Caucasus Mountains where White Panther was born and shit. That ought to teach them. Maybe they have to see how fucked up it is in order for them to understand us. You know what I'm saying? They have to really actually fucking see it. Summer says, Google is changing our history as well. Look up the court case. That black chick stole Betty Boop's persona and used it as her own. What black chick? She was originally redheaded with green eyes in 1930. No white person wanted anything to do with black, so they did not steal it from a black chick. Wait, the story came out in 2012 saying Betty Boop was after a black chick, and Google has been stating it as true. It is not. Really? You telling me Google is saying that Betty Boop was originally black? That's what you're telling me? So this is Google here. Let me see if it's telling me that Betty Boop was originally black. Blue eyes, red hair. That's not a black person. Yeah, hair was changed black and eyes was changed to light green. Google's not saying Betty Boop was originally black. What the fuck are you talking about? What is this person talking about? I'm moving on. Screen Wolf says, obviously the best way to bring to life a character so firmly rooted in the 1930s is to update her to the modern day in every single way so that those roots are completely destroyed and the new version is totally unrecognizable as a version of the original. That's what I thought they was going to do, making a modern version of Betty Boop, not 1930s. That's what I thought they was going to do anyway. Even if she wasn't race swapped, I thought it was going to be like a more modern Betty Boop. Disclaimer, sarcasm was used at this point. Oh, okay. If you take it literally, you may have terminal leftists. I literally thought they was going to do this to her. Pete Hort says, they are trying to take us whites out from within and make us their slaves. Let's not allow this to happen, please. Wow. That's something. Dan Hogan says, what's up, brother? Anyways, he says, they'll probably gender swap Popeye. Yeah. Yeah, they probably will. Some years back, this never came to fruition, but it was talks of making a Zorro movie. It's called Zorro, but they was going to make Zorro a woman. It never came to be, though. I heard that was a mafia TV show that came out, but they were all women instead. That fucking flopped hard. Nobody wanted to see that. I remember that from some years back. Cox Stockton? Jesus Christ. I mean, cock as the bird. Y'all nasty thinking otherwise. Anyways, it says, actually, it's disgust. That's what I said before. I sound like I'm saying disgusting film. Yeah, that's what I said before. Actually, it's disgusting film. Which also explains why the comments are turned off. Jonathan Crump says, disgusting film is so weak. They blocked Matt Walsh after he, quote, posted them. You ought to check Kevin. They might have blocked you too after this. Yeah, you. Yeah, they're going to block me even though I ain't post shit on it. I couldn't post anyway, you know, if I wanted to. They're going to block me. They're going to find me and block me if they ever see this video. Cross C says, she is public domain now, so you can make your own film of Betty Boop. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They know they can do it. That's why they pushing for a motherfucking Black Betty Boop film. Nobody said they couldn't do it. We just criticizing it. We saying this is a bad idea in so many words. And it's gonna fucking burn. It's gonna crash and fucking burn. That's what we're saying. We're not saying nobody's saying they couldn't make it. Stephen Smith says, sheesh, I wonder if they will also race swap the island natives prevalent in so many of her cartoons. Yeah, they might. Port says, that's so narrow-minded and cowardly to turn off replies. It is. Steve says, a fat black chick is, of course, the perfect representation of Betty Boop. Black people are responsible for everything in the entire world. Without them, this world would not exist. There's a lot of blacks that contribute to the world, too, as well. So... But what this actress is doing, she's not contributing to shit. She's the cause of degradation of entertainment. That's what it is with her. Hope that big fat paycheck is worth it. Chad says, wouldn't it be something if someone tried to build onto something that's beloved from yesteryear? Instead, these people want to exploit the brand and turn what someone created into something unrecognizable out of spite. Yeah, it is out of spite. Oh, Black Popeye coming summer 2027. I am what I am. Black Popeye, baby, collard greens. It's not greens, it's collard greens. This is so fucking cool. I almost feel like fucking saving this. Oh my God. But I'm not. Jesus Christ. I'm a hearted though. That's fucking funny as hell. This person says they are in the final stage of ruining our history so that they can rewrite it. Chris says Betty Boop was based on a black woman. No, she wasn't. Moving on. Cowboy says they were cartoons, so therefore cannot have a race because they are not real. Moving on. Drumpfald. Oh, Drumpfald says, to be fair, I think her production company licensed it. Ricky Kelly says they definitely try it. Yeah, Black Popeye. Wow, they must be using AI for this shit. This got to be AI. Idris Elba is Popeye. What the fuck? They better catch him before he gets too old. Vince Beck says, I can't believe they're ignoring disabled people and not casting someone in a wheelchair. These film producers clearly don't care about the disabled. This person says they are going to put her in whiteface. Are they going to put her in whiteface? Sean says, considering Betty Boop was originally black, I don't see this as race swapping. Oh my God, bro. And I have no issues with this one yet. Fuck me. Let me see what comments this person got. Wrong. Exactly. Wasn't black, never was. Right. There's another one. And you got another one too, Sean. It says, need hard evidence of black. No, need hard evidence to back that claim. Reality. Betty is the wrong species if you want to know the facts. She was never. Where did people get this from? That she's originally black. What the fuck are y'all getting this delusion from? Like I said, even if she was originally black, even if she was, that version of her did not make the final cut. So Betty Boop is white. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Get that through y'all fucking skulls. They're on everything. Y'all on every fucking thing in the world, and you pro-black fucks. Achilles says, Hollywood let white actors play Egyptians, Asians, Native Americans, Persians, and biblical figures for nearly a century. He want to go into a whole nother territory now. Nobody screamed historical accuracy when the entire cast of ancient Egypt looked like a country club. Now suddenly Betty Boop is where they draw the line. Get real. No, you get fucking real, bro. You get fucking real. Shit, back then, that was hardly a fucking issue. Shit, I don't think people knew the color Egyptians back then. You know what I'm saying? Probably was ignorant. So it's casted white people to play them and shit like that, you know? It's like, you mean to tell me there's no white Egyptians? Are you fucking serious? Not all Egyptians are black. Even today, they're white Egyptians. Are you fucking kidding me? The fact that you think that all Egyptians are black shows a lot about you. Or darker skinned. Mr. Achilles. Let's see what replies this fucker got. Tracy says, people did complain. Google Academy Awards Native American speech. Yeah. Debunked. Refuted. John says, people literally did bitch about that too. You're doing it right now. So either you don't care or you do. Which is it? Yeah, I thought I heard that people back then did bitch about it. The white actors being cast as Egyptians. Even though they're white people. Let me stop. Definitely, not Deathwish says, actually people have complained. So which is it? Were white people right then, or is Hollywood wrong now? Be consistent. If you think the line is being drawn at this, then I wonder how you live with your head shoulder deep up your own ass. People are still pissed at Helen. Egyptians weren't blacks. Let's further go from Betty Boop Helen. Oh my God, let's move on. Arrow Guy says, some Egyptians, both ancient and modern, and Persians are phenotypically white, just like the biblical figures who were of Levantine descent. Oh, jeez. If a Czech were to play a Greek, would that be considered as a swapping? Obviously not, even though the phenotype clearly doesn't match. It does. Look, let's say Betty Boop was African, and they got a Jamaican to cast, and they got a woman with a Jamaican descent cast as her, and she's able to change her accent to sound like an African, maybe learn some of the language. She will pass if she looks African. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't fucking care. It's just like, much as I despise the Last of Us TV show, you got fucking you got the biggest pussy in Hollywood playing as Joel. This guy's from Chile. He's Chilean, whatever you call him. And I thought he could pass his way. I seen a couple of scenes where he's talking and shit. I actually thought he was a white dude playing as Joe. So as long as they pass, I don't care. You can have a Chilean play a white dude. If they look the part, what do you care? You know what I'm saying? It's like in Memoirs of a Geisha, you had this one actress. She's I think she was Korean or something. She played a character that was Japanese. You wouldn't know it if you didn't. You wouldn't even know by looking at her. So that's what I'm saying. It's like as long as they look the part and they can nail the character down, it doesn't matter if they're not that race or that character. I mean, you got Idris Elba's ass, who's from Britain or the UK, playing as American black people in some of the movies he played in, and he nails the part. He drops the accent, speaks like an American, and he's believable. I don't think I need to go on. You get my point. LOL. This person says, LOL sound just as upset as her fans. The idea of making live action Betty Boop is idiotic in the first place. Grambo says, we have definitely mocked white guys in these roles. I sure as hell remember laughing my ass off when Tom Cruise was a samurai. And how the fuck was that possible? King says they were played by white actors, correct, but most of the time they used tremendous amounts of makeup to properly portray historical figures. Yeah, it's like I say, if you could make the white person look like they came from Egypt, with some makeups and shit like that, that's cool. Cause I seen some Bible story films back then. Ramses and Pharaoh. I seen the one with Moses and the dude that played the Egyptian Ramses. He looked like he was a native of he looked Egyptian to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say, he looked the part to me. So this person says, we're not talking about smart people here, just racist and bigoted ones. And Kevin Sorbo played Hercules, and depictions of him were always of a much darker skinned demigod god. Apparently all the darker skinned talented actors didn't want the part, so Kevin got it. Broken says, reductive arguments make for a shallow appeal. Today's climate is all about revisionist history. It's the same thing as people claiming that black people invented everything because they had a certain special patent on a way to innovate an already existing technology. Low IQ take. I made a video about black inventors a while back. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't get much views on it. I felt it deserved more because I did put some. I put a lot of work into it. I Googled some shit, shared information on that. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty fucking good. It was a good vlog, screen capture vlog there. Because we're going to territory now that I'm being steered somewhere that I didn't want to go. So I'm going to move on. I think that was all the comments there. Liz says, well, they both have black hair, but Betty's not overweight. No, she's not. She definitely ain't overweight. We can see that. Super Flunky says, okay, my opinion on this. Esther Jones was the inspiration for Betty Boop. So complaints about the ethnicity of the character of the actor are irrelevant. Oh, they are? Betty Boop is petite and sassy. The actress doesn't fit that part. Alea High would have been a better choice. Chris says, wrong. Clanker says the character was based on someone that appropriated black culture. Still white. That's like saying it'd be proper for a black woman to play Iggy Azalea in a biopic. How does she appropriate black culture? Darwin says Brunson is the epitome of petite and sassy. Okay, I think I'm done here. I'm fucking done, man. I'm gonna stop it with this he/him person. Darwin Bell says, I'm gonna cut it after this. I'm so sick of reading this shit now. Fucking ridiculous. This movie shouldn't even be made. It's gonna fucking crash and burn. Any of us that's smart knows it's gonna happen. That's the bottom fucking line. And Betty Boop is fucking white. Bottom line. So this person says, do some research. You has been. He posted, it says Betty Boop's primary inspiration was Helen Kane, a popular 1920s singer and actress known as the Boop OPD Boop. What? What? Known as the Boop Op a Doop girl. Boop Op a Doop. What the fuck? Anyways, however, Kane's signature style and vocal scatting were heavily inspired by Esther Jones, known as Baby Esther, an African American performer who sang at Harlem's Cotton Club. Yeah, but Betty Boop wasn't inspired by this Esther Jones. She was inspired from Helen Kane. So that's why people say that Baby was originally black. No, that's not mean Betty Boop was not originally fucking black. When she came on the silver screen, she was fucking white. God damn it. It goes on to say the full inspiration behind the iconic cartoon involves several key figures. Helen Kane, animator Max Fleischer openly admitted that Betty Boop's original physical appearance and vocal style were a direct caricature of Kane. Yeah, who's white. When Betty Boop debuted, Kane sued the studio for exploiting her likeness. Wow. They mustn't get her permission first. Esther Jones, Baby Esther, who's black, right? During the 1930s lawsuit, the defense successfully proved that Kane's signature baby singing style and scat sounds were originally appropriated directly from Esther Jones because the styles predated Kane's career. Kane lost her lawsuit. Cara Bow, the popular 1920 silent film star and original It Girl, is also widely cited as by historians as a major inspiration for Betty Boop's signature flapper girl look, bobbed hair and carefree. Carefree what? Oh, I can't read the rest of it. Bottom line is Betty Boop is white for the millionth fucking time. That is all. That's all there is to it, man. That's all there is fucking to it. So this person has 3 replies. Let me see. Let me see. John says, pictured Helen Kane. This picture again. It's Helen Kane on the left, Betty Boop on the right. What would you say her racial background is? I'm white. Bill replies with the same picture. I see a white woman over there. Inspired by is. Okay, so that's it. I'm done. Yeah, so that's it for this vlog. Betty Boop is being played by a black woman. No surprise. It's happened over and over again. Little Mermaid. So, yeah, just like Black Snape, whatever the fuck his name is from Harry Potter. Black Snape, whatever the fuck that is, like a goddamn thug, as opposed to a wizard or a warlock who's supposed to fucking be or some shit. Fucking ridiculous. They never learn. That's the lesson. They never fucking learn. They're gonna continue to push this shit and continue to bomb at the box office and blame us for not wanting to see this fucking atrocity of a film. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna fucking happen. So yeah, Betty Boop and the actress that plays her. Wow, this is gonna be a great fucking movie. And with that being said, this is why Chromosome signed the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I am out.